Hey everybody, it's Don Taylor, and I finally found my Gmail account again, and honestly had kind of forgotten about all the videos I put together when I had that huge UPP surgery, shrinking my tongue with some sort of electrode. The rhinoplasty, I think it was, where they went in and really rooted out both sides of my nose, and and then the tonsillectomy, right? So all four of those things were done at the same time. And I'm really sorry. So what I did is I went back through the videos and just tried to take your guys' questions, and I've got them here. So I'm just going to address them one by one and ultimately end with where I'm at now, how I'm doing, yada, yada. So let's go back to when you get this surgery, and some of this is recollection, but it's still pretty fresh in my mind after 4 years. I can't believe that. So food, right? Nutrition is, this goes without saying, but nutrition is really important. So is hydration. You're not going to want to eat. It sucks. It feels like a grenade went off in the back of your throat. So you're going to see I'm just very candid with people because I think you need to be. But soft food, right? Mashed potatoes, Jello, ice cream, whatever you can get that's soft that will give you some sort of nutritional value and help you be able to fill up a little bit and take medication. If you have to take pain medication, you're going to need that. You're also going to need hydration. Hydration is such a critical success factor for you and this surgery. You will dry out, right? And so you may have heard me talk about a nebulizer. It just basically pumps like warm, wet air through your, while you're breathing, and it's super helpful while your throat is trying to heal. Your body is going to heal pretty quick considering what just went on in there. But stay hydrated, stay ahead of that. Do not get behind it or you're going to start cracking and you're going to freaking hate life. And food is critical too, man. So don't just start avoiding it. You're going to need to get it down there. If you stick to the soft stuff, it will, obviously it's going to fill you up and make you feel better, but eventually you're going to start developing scabs in there. That's just how that goes. And those scabs are going to need to come off at a certain point. So do not eat food that's spicy. I love spicy food. Stay the hell away from that. Do not eat food that's sharp or pointy. Macaroni and cheese, anything like that is going to be your friend. So, but eventually you're going to start to develop scabs, and maybe you'll get lucky, like on the earlier end before they turn into bigger ones. The food will just kind of pull those off of there and continue that healing process. So yes, food, it's going to suck. Eat it, drink your water, stay ahead of that. Medicine, do not get behind on your medicine if you're a medicine person. That really sucks also to catch back up. Now, I will tell you, this is a heavy duty surgery, and so you're likely going to be prescribed heavy duty medicine. My wife is a sports orthopedic surgeon. We took just the amount of medicine that I was prescribed. I'm a big dude. I'm like 250. I like beer and things like that, but I never got a euphoric feeling from taking those pain meds. It just like if I drink a beer, life is good. When I took those things, I didn't even feel it. Like it just made things go away. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Be careful and monitor it, because for me, my body ended up getting addicted to the freaking pain meds. And we didn't find out until I'm like, oh, I don't think I need that stuff anymore. So I just cut it off. And that lasted about a day or two before my legs started shaking and I started having tremors and just all kinds of crazy stuff. And so don't do that. Communicate with your doctor, pay attention to your schedule, pay attention to your body. You may not get a euphoric feeling like, oh, I love this, I want more. And you may not feel like you're doing anything wrong. Just be really careful with that stuff. Go natural as much as you can and still be able to tolerate the pain. Had a lot of questions about swelling. Yep, you're going to be swollen. And, swelling, so the ice water, the water, all those things are going to help reduce your swelling. If you can ice on the outside of your neck, whatever you can do, because swelling equals pain. And it's also going to equal snoring. So you're going to have this done, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm still snoring. Your spouse may be freaking out. It's just a process, man. I mean, when you think about what is going on in your throat and on what they're doing, it's a miracle that you'll heal up as fast as you do. But you will make it through it. You're going to get through it. It's going to pass. And hopefully, if you go through with it, that it is the right thing for you to do too. So, yep, there's going to be pain. Stay ahead of it. We talked about hydration. So let's move on to the next phase. So how am I feeling now? So now I'm 4 years out. Sorry again about that. I feel pretty normal. It's my new normal, right? So I had snoring issues since I was a little kid. I've always been told that I snored. My wife certainly reminded me of that a lot. And I got tired of seeing her in another bedroom when I woke up. I'm not compliant with the CPAP. I'm 49 now. I was not giving up. With all due respect to people that can do CPAP, I was not giving up and doing the Darth Vader thing. I tried it at a sleep test. No way. So that's why I did the surgery. Now, what you may or may not know is before I did that surgery, I was already using I'm going to call it a formal acrylic dental device. And I'll show you because these things are life-changing. I worked in the dental industry for 12 years. This is something, right? This is not something you can get off the shelf. This is not like a styrofoam phone thing you can get at Walgreens or one of those places. This is a formal device, right? It is, they had to take impressions of my dentition, right? There's an upper and a lower. There's a metal bracket on here. These things are adjustable. When you pop this in, what it does is it extends your lower jaw and opens all the breathing area here. So when we have the surgery, like for me, I had a ton of soft tissue. I just was born that way, and I'm a big dude. So they had to go through and carve it all out. Well, when you lay back, especially if you're drinking or anything like that, all that is going to compress, and you're laboring to get air through there. This little dental device is worth looking into. You'll find this by talking to your dentist, actually. So visit with them, look up sleep apnea dental devices, figure out who offers that. The cool thing about this now, different than when I did it, is most of the time your health insurance will pay for it, which is awesome because, look, it's $400 worth of material, but because of the impact that this thing has, like dentists are trying to charge like 7, 8. I've seen it as high as 10 grand for one of these things. It's the alternative to a CPAP, right? So it's not the end all. Let's pop it in so you can see, right? That's it. Adjustable, relatively easy. It's like having a dual-sided night guard. To me, that's way easier than dealing with the CPAP, but I still use that. So that's kind of the secret sauce with me behind the scenes. So if I fall asleep and I do not have my dental device in, I will start snoring. It's not like it was. It's nowhere near like it was before, but I will still do it. And my wife is hypersensitive. So if I put that thing in, I'm good to go. It's really rare that I'll make any sort of snoring noises. It's mostly nasal with me at this point, right? And they cleaned out all that soft tissue in there. I get allergies, pretty bad. And so because of that, I rinse my nose every single day. I was told that I had to because of all the work that they did in my nose. I'll tell you, I don't get sinus infections. I sound a little nasally right now because I just recently rinsed my nose, but it helps. And if you have work done in your nose, you're probably going to be putting one of these little salt packets through your nose every day. So I rinse my nose every day. I use a product called Nasacort. This is for allergies too, but really what it does is a steroid, right? So you rinse your nose with that, and then you spray this in there. It actually goes through and opens up your nostrils, and it just opens up the breathing area. So when I'm consistent with my routine, life is good. I do not feel tired like I used to during the day. I don't have headaches like I used to when I would wake up. That's gone. I wish I could tell you I lost a bunch of weight. I'm still freaking 250, like no matter what I do. If I crush beer and eat burgers, or if I pretend I'm going on a diet and pay attention to what my wife's asking me to do, I'm still freaking 250. So anyways, the weight loss thing has come up too. How's that going? It's not any different, I think. So I wouldn't expect any miracles there. Would I do it again? I would. Was it scary? Yep, it was scary. I'm a man of faith. I'm a Christian guy. And I would tell you this, there's no way in hell I would have gone through that surgery without getting my mind straight. And I worked out quite a bit beforehand. I wanted to make sure my body was in a good spot, but my head needed to be in a good spot. And if you are full of fear, you're going to have to get a handle on that. I would not want to go into that surgery scared that I was going to die, scared that it's going to be a train wreck. Like, don't do that to yourself. You've got to get yourself mentally prepared for this. so you can have a good outcome, the outcome that you deserve, right? That's why you're going through this, is so you can live longer, you can breathe better, you can have your mate in your bed when you wake up the next day, get to see your kids longer, whatever it is. So just get yourself positioned correctly. I saw a lot of comments on there about people that were full of fear, and I get it. It's scary, but get ahead of that. Get your mind right, get your body right, go into it feeling like I got this, because you do have this. And, that's really it. So here's another thing I would say. Before I took this, before I did this surgery, right? One of the issues was my life insurance. My life insurance was through the roof because of how bad my sleep apnea was. So I've taken another sleep test afterwards, and I'm going to take another one here coming up pretty soon, and they are getting better and better. So that means that you can get better insurance. You're going to pay less money for it, and hopefully you'll have higher coverage and all those things. But it really means that you're doing better. You're feeling better. You're in a better spot. So guys, that's really it. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry this is such a long video. 4 years later, I would do it again. Just get yourself straight. I don't check this very much, so I'm going to apologize in advance. If you have questions, feel free to put it on there, but it seems like it's doing better for you interacting with other people that are kind of coming and going doing this. So I hope it's been helpful. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys, and Godspeed.